So, Mama.
Hey, morning, Vic. What's going on?
Mm. Um, man, hello.
Rough night,
I
huh?
think I'll hangover. Well, I hadn't taken a drink during this quarantine thing and knocked off a couple solo bottles. And man, I'm too early. Hold on, man. Hold on. All right.
Okay.
How you
So you
doing?
got those wheat thins? Good, but you need some greasy bacon and eggs. It's always good for a hangover.
All right.
Yeah.
How you
And
doing?
you know what else is? Oh,
What?
you know what else is?
Hmm.
Before you go to bed, after you've had a few, popsicles. Popsicles. Keep popsicles in your freezer. Have a popsicle, and you won't feel yucky in the morning.
How you know that?
It's a mamo. I've been around a while.
So, how many times you got a little hungover? I've never seen a hungover yet.
You're cute anyway.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody thinks
Yeah.
so.
Well, you know what? I'd like to ask you about that if you don't mind.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah. Hold
So
on.
wait.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay. So way back when
Mm-hmm.
we were doing West Side Story,
No.
and I was directing,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to say, please look at her and say this line like you love her. And you looked at me and said, Mom, did you ever think I've never really been in love? And that really took my breath away because I didn't realize that maybe at that age you really hadn't known true love. So my question is,
Hmm.
did you ever really find it, and why didn't you keep it?
Well, that's a lot for the morning. Um.
Yeah, that really is
Oh
a
man.
morning opener, but something I've thought
Uh.
of a lot.
Oh. Well. Well, when you're young, I mean, West Side Story had to be what, 19?
You're high school, yeah.
I just out of high school. Uh. Well, honestly, I mean, the way I calculated it, love at the time was always, how you and Dad were, right? I don't know how like you all were always want to be around each other, right? No matter what, morning or night. At the time, I never fathomed that at all. So I didn't measure that. I'm like, oh, they're cool. But like love, I don't want to be around them all the time. And I don't know, I got older. I mean, there are, a couple instances, when I really felt hard for a couple people. But why didn't I keep it? I mean, at the time, I didn't have the thing I always want to be around them. I'm like, I always have my mind on other things. So love to me was this thing where it's like, you always want to be around the person there your whole life, and you kind of everything you do centers around them and what that is. And I just didn't feel that at the time for anybody. I'm like, all right, cool. I was always willing to let people go for whatever reason. I don't know if that's independent. I don't know why. I was like, cool, I can go and I'm gonna be fine. And I don't know if that's good or bad or indifferent, but that's what it is. And they're not in high school. And then as I got older and I kind of started wanting those feelings a bit more. I mean, the first person I would say was for sure. I mean, really, really, really for sure, Heather and then Jessica. I would say the two times for sure. And then, but a weird thing happens to me, like where it's like people paint half the picture. They painted half the picture. Like I was cool with them. I love being like I always just say something. I said something to Heather one time, and I think it made her really mad. Actually, she was like, "I'm like, yo, if I never had to leave this room, and if I did not to be out the world, then I think I'd be with you forever. But we don't do well in the world. And then there are two sides of it. And as I got older, I found a lot of people who painted half the picture. And then the other half, like cool people who really love them in the world, love being around them, love their worldliness, love all the things, certain things. But then the other side of it, then I didn't want to be, they were my best friends. I couldn't talk to them about everything. I couldn't do all that. So it was kind of, then as I get older, it's like, well, I'm waited this long. Why am I going to settle now? That's I guess why I didn't keep it.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So they don't do the 24/7 thing. That's what
No,
you're trying to say. Yeah.
I mean, some people have the picture, other people don't have the picture. So, you know,
Well,
it's
that's
just
good enough. Good
I
enough
mean,
for me.
why did I keep it? So as of right now, in my 40s, I'm like, I waited this long. I'm gonna compromise now.
You know what I always say?
Huh.
That right one's going to come in, walk in that room, take you by surprise.
Well, here's hoping.
I hope you feel better the
Yeah,
rest of the day.
I'm gonna sleep it off or something. I'll probably call you later when I'm a little more alive. But that was a good question.
Okay.
I'll go be all depressed in my bed now. Why I'm not in love. I'm out quarantined with somebody.
All right, buddy.
Love you.
Love you too.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Shit.